Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Hikaru and Marshal Katalo await you within.
The cool route should be starting soon. Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hikaru's throne. And Ether.
Outlander, the Chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
This must lead to the arena. It's another part of the ruins, turned into a fighting ring.
May honor call.
Bella can try all she likes. Crush her.
Oh, this could be useful.
Aloy, it seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heel. Literally.
Katalo helped.
Yes. But now the cool route some have come to. They know Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my... So what's the plan?
Katalo.
There are only two viable ways through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regala, she will have to attack by the trail.
You will join our defenders there. Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and make whatever preparations you must.
The grove, the arena, it's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers this.
Sacrifice.
The visions tell us that they gave their lives in a fight. We honored them by holding the cool.
I know where I'll be.
I will be here with the Chief, should the fight reach us.
If it comes.
You called them peacekeepers.
Warriors, yes. They renounced the clan. They enforced, and without them.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll find Dekka at the strike true as the 10. I'll see.
We'll assist Marshal Katalo regarding the chief.
Lady Bright. Be guided by the tech. Skill. It's clear Hikaru isn't afraid of Regala. Should be.
The desert contestants. This will be a heavy day. I can feel it.
The marshals!
Regala will come for the chief. Only
It's
question
your...
is when.
You're watching history, Outlander.
There's Dakota. His thugs, of course.
Honor and strength. Look, Easterner.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regala, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regala's troops, if I were you. Hikaro's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
But we must hold. And look, we are not alone in this fight.
Our blades are ready for those rebels.
Focus on the machines. Take them down. And Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours. Regala may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
Thunder! The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood, new leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did, and seize your glory.
Hold them back! Defend the cool route!
Take down that target.
There. What is that?
I don't know.
Hold the defenses!
Go!
Draw that thing close! Open fire! Hey! That's right! Over here, you big worm!
Take this thing down. Hopefully this knock will fire a few shots from that ballista.
Stamina. Keep his attention!
Regala went after Hikaru and Katalo. I gotta get to them.
Get to the chief!
Go! Get to the chief!
We'll defend the hall. Help the chief!
The chief's in the throne room! Stop Regala!
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hikaru will be run red.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. and get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
Below. Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Ether subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the 10 are now clear to us. Here, this must be the vision that Chief Carlos saw years ago. All of the visions are changed, and this one just arrived. Aloy, here. Let's talk. The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hikaru.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And and a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
All right. I need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Many will fall today. Let it be wrong.
Today will demand a sharpened blade.
Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert. JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover, crippling enemy supply lines. Observe the grit of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
Good day.
Aloy.
Out in the field or relaxing at
Honor
base,
and strength.
Joint Task Force 10 acted as one. Led by Colonel Edward de la Hoya, their bodies and weapons were always honed for battle. Meals, ink, bruises. These daredevils of the sky shared it all.
Do you have a moment? Blood of the 10, Aloy. I doubt you have enough.
We all just have...
But that's not why I wanted my grandson, Cavo. Which means he must still be with...
He was taken prisoner.
No. Like many young soldiers who seek to... I must serve... Chief Hikaru can... Unless you'd be willing to... I know it is much to ask after all you've...
What made Cavo...
For some, Regala represents it during the Red Raids. It wasn't easy. Many wanted to pursue the cars.
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took...
Yes. Care only about the glory they think they'll earn. As for... Nothing I...
You said Cavo's...
Yes. Every skirmish claimed, one by one,
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief only in the wisdom, and even so,
If Cavo joined Regala, will Hikaru let him back in?
The chief knows the value of mercy. The rest of the... They won't quickly, even with my...
But you have to try. I'll help you find your grand...
A while back, his squad never... But the scouts also spotted...
So we'll start at free the prisoner.
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest, southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then...
Deal for us.
I'd sooner gut one of those drunks than make a deal with them.
It just seems like such a waste.
You know what's a waste?
You'll need courage for the battle.
Maybe I'll take you up on that.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest.
Honor and strength.
Whether at home or abroad, JTF-10 protected assets critical to the insurrection. Deep in the jungle, concealed by mud and darkness, they laid their traps for their enemies.
Regala will strike soon.
And we'll be ready.
You'll need courage for the battle to come.
You up for a game of strike later?
Good day. Okay. But you should know that I love you.
Well, that was acrobatic.
Always vigilant.
Honor and strength.
We should ask her. Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the Grove.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, Champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that rollerback. I think I saw a herd of bristle.
I see you, champion. Sit.
Next time, right?
Race? Well, they definitely don't sound like rebels.
Sit with me,
Maybe if I
Outlander.
follow
I've
their
got something
tracks, I
to
can
tell
find
you.
out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
I can't sell, if you don't buy.
Oh, Aloy. Your Karja friend came through. She went to that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest. Aloy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
I have Gaia. And... learn...
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it. The chorus already thinks me a thorn. If they knew what we did to even if they understood this. No.
You mentioned you've been teaching yourself how to read?
Yes. Gaia was... She helped me decipher some of the... It's not easy.
That's good to hear. Did Gaia tell you...
She did. To think that there are places among the stars... It is... and heartbreaking.
Sounds like you...
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen, but Varl tells me that she too suffered.
Yeah. Have you met Katalo yet?
Yes. Tenakth don't have... You must have made quite the impression.
So you've been talking to...
Yes, including their demise. I was... surprised, but...
So...
By holding them off. But Plainsong's dishes... In the end... The Utaru promised in exchange, this custom was abandoned a few...
I believe I've met them already. I've been meaning to ask, you didn't see...
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who... When the they burned...
To be sacrificed.
I was helping the healers. The chorus was divided in how to... Others believed the dishes would keep us safe. As they had many times before. And while they...
I was hoping...
For generations, they... Food for all. A blessed land. They had always enriched... At least now I know why. That is why I must find a way to...
I need to go.
I'll keep that in mind. Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Looks like this room's changed.
Aloy, I've been told of our enemy and their your friends showed me to the... and gave me this focus. But all I really need to know is where...
Welcome to the team. What are you looking at?
The others have been helping me decipher. So, this Hephaestus...
Yes.
How many?
As many as we...
Such power.
No, the...
I'll admit, I find vulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you.
What do you think of our...
They seem eager to... Farmers don't make for effect.
She seemed pretty effective when she...
Interesting.
You said the bull...
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. As I grew older, I came to be known. Tekote took... I fought by his side against the car and led my squad on it. It was I who opened the gates from the east side.
That must have gotten you some...
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave?
I became...
Why did you leave?
I was sent to the Kulrut. Back then, I would have obeyed his every... I was too blind to see the fear of a rising young warrior. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. Never occurred to him.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kul?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan I'd never be allowed to challenge his... After our victory at Barren, said it would be selfish, even though he knew perfectly well it was exile. Guised. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had to...
I am not.
When we were at the Bull, Hikaru also mentioned... What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great and leapt into battle for us to imitate this feat is, and it is why the challengers, many times I am met the feeling of freedom.
What did Chief Hikaru...
You spilt rebel blood at the... There was...
Well, I'm honored.
Indeed.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the 10 walk with...
Aloy, I am pleased you have returned. And I see you have recovered ether. Please proceed with the merge. Afterwards, I have a matter to discuss with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them, then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. I think I can reconnect some of them already. And it seems like there are more out there. There we go. More data for the dome.
I like this one.
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Erend to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology in an effort to understand without the abilities of Hephaestus. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we...
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe?
Indeed. Zoe discovered references to a dietary life. She appreciated the similarity and encouraged Varl to try.
And how did that go?
I believe they have a...
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly...
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So,
Poseidon control once it is restored to me, but I must warn you.
I'll be careful. What can you tell me?
Demeter sows, fertilizes.
So once I bring it back...
While permanent restoration requires the... However, a word of warning. Alone and frightened.
Okay. You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided.
Yes.
Well, that's a relief.
I will continue to stay.
The missing subordinate.
Artemis Eleuthia nurture up organ on
Pharaoh, huh?
He appears.
All three of or were. Do you still need
Restore. Perhaps you will be able to procure Eleuthia at the SOS coordinate Artemis and Apollo.
Gaia?
Her presence, it was the first.
Your friend?
Yes. Though I am glad she made.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So this...
For the local... Had humans received their education from the Apollo, they would have then been... As that never happened.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So the Hades prove it used to be a pharaoh.
Yes. It appears to have been one of many.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated kill. I should be going.
Goodbye.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access. Gaia? What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad.
Nice to stretch my legs after being cooped up in here. There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Vermin.
What is that?
Well, that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. Get this from my stash when I need it. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. Then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
I'll stash this away for later. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus, it's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye.
So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone. No room on me. I can send it to my stash. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one! Scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick. I'm winded. I need to get my stamina back. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Go on, Aloy. Aaron needs you.
Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
And the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Snowfall. Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield. I need to sneak around behind it. It's a fire that's on. That could help.
This thing with acid.
It's no good. Gotta keep up.
Want me to handle this, Aloy? Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but Right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. This'll be in my stash when I need it. No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of
Sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant. Is there anything that can help? Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah. Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you are... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy, so it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach, must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single... To a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are gonna die. Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
Errand?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's 2 of me now.
Right, there's 2 of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that. I see Varl gave you...
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad. I'm still trying to... I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do. It makes me feel like I could be you.
It takes some time. Did you speak?
She didn't really wake up to... I thought it'd be better if... No use crowding someone when...
How are you settling in?
Yeah, Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land. When he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know what makes him more nervous, that...
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be...
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message.
I made a new...
Yeah, I've seen him. You do know the cards just say these Tanakh drink people...
You shouldn't believe every...
Yeah.
So, Talana came by the...
Yeah, more like rushed through. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But...
I guess you...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come... Yeah, but I've gotten used to... I just wish they weren't always trying...
Yeah. What are you working on?
I still... Those 2 love, but to be honest, all a little simple. But I'll get up to...
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness. Guy reminded me of a cut. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormberg. Went up the tallest. It ended like a lot of...
I have to get going.
Don't go causing...
Hey, you...
Nothing, some rest. Are you okay?
Just...
Fair enough.
So?
Yes, training. Look, she reads glyphs faster than...
Of course. You guys reading?
We just finished going through all the logs. It's hard to imagine that my ancestor without the knowledge from Apollo.
Thanks to Ted Fair.
Yeah. The world must have...
Not to mention...
And they became an entire...
It's good to see you and Zoe.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find and to thank her for help. Something from the old. Instead, I found... If you ask me, anything...
Maybe Gaia can help you. How's...
I tried explaining what a clone is to... Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed.
I
wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine. He said a warrior For a second I thought I would never thought a Tanakh than a Nora war chief could have so much...
I'm guessing Talana did...
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her.
Whatever it was.
Must be quite a...
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. Looks like I was wrong. Their ship didn't explode on its way to...
And we saw how they... Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, but still...
I couldn't put a single...
That didn't stop you. Won't stop us from...
Let's hope that... I should get back.
I'll keep an eye on...
Okay.
Aloy.
Hey.
You mean... But isn't Guess this...
A little?
Varl said she may...
Maybe.
There is some... It's about the land gods.
You said you wanted...
I think there's a way... Gaia gave me a set of instructions. If we deliver it to the land gods...
That's great.
Maybe. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, Gaia showed me a way around. We need components called control cores. Machines similar...
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes.
So, kill the machines?
If all goes well. But...
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom. Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask.
It's hard to explain. Maybe. You said you were training...
That's right. I've been... They are faster. How many did the Zenith... I would not...
I'm with you there. Getting ether out of the grove.
One that showed the entire tribe that Eckford is now blessed.
I heard my friend Talana...
Briefly. A bold woman. She'll be lucky if my people...
She'll be careful.
Whoever it is.
Have you had a chance?
Briefly. Are all Nora escaped?
I'm not exactly one of them.
I thought my tribe was the only...
I need to go.
On your way, then.
Until it gets a mind of its own and decides to kill everyone.
Oh, the snow is dampening the sounds.